I'm going to teach you how to transform the humble smoked salmon into a work of art. What makes this salmon dish so beautiful is the fact that this salmon is locally smoked. So we get sashimi, beautiful, gorgeous salmon, and it's smoked in Malaysia. So it's none of those old trimmings or old salmon that can't be sold. It's beautifully fresh salmon. So beautiful salmon should be creamy and moist. And I'm going to show you how to use this and elevate this just 1-2 levels higher. Check out the plate, and while we're doing the plate, I'll be guiding you step by step on the beautiful art of plating. Alright, so right here we've got a couple of ingredients. Beautifully smoked salmon. It's almost been sweating and lovely there. Can you see? It's luscious and moist. And then we have candied cashew nuts here, which have been finely done with a pestle and mortar. Beautiful nangka madu, which is honey jackfruit. We have tomato confit with basil and garlic. We have chopped chives. We have a beautiful coconut acacia honey balsamic dressing. And here we have an extraction of green oil, which is a combination of coriander and spring onion oil. So to make this dish, we're going to use the humble tweezer. And what we're going to do, oh my God, if you can see, the salmon is just so delicate and so nice. And what we're going to do, which is about 100 grams of salmon, we're going to sort of make little roses or little pockets where the salmon is going to come. And it's so delicate, you want to be gentle with this. And the beautiful thing about this dish is the fact that it can be made ahead of time and it can be kept in the chiller. And you don't want to break any of the salmon, and you don't want to over mask the salmon. Can you see the fat content on that salmon, the essential oils that is coming out, the omega-3s that it's contained? So that is essentially the kind of beautiful plating that you want to do. The less you do, the better. The less you do, the better. So now we've come up like this, and we've made this into a beautiful flowery shape. We don't want to move the plate about too much. So 100 grams of salmon is a good appetizer. It's a good appetizer for, say, two people. It's a good appetizer for two that you want and that you can do at your dinner party. And that is going to be amazing. So we put the salmon together. You sort of want to leave space in between to make sure that you have placed the plate. So once the salmon is there, it's got, you see how we've slightly elevated it. The elevation is going to allow for that texture in the visual. So now what we're going to do, we're going to make a little salsa. So what we're going to do, we're going to combine these flavors. So we're going to combine this beautiful honey jackfruit. And the reason we're using this honey jackfruit is we want to ensure that the honey jackfruit has these beautiful subtle flavors that is going to be so amazing. And here this candied cashew nut will be added to this dish to give you that textural crunch for the dish. And this dish is a really popular dish that we do at Manja, and this is a behind the scenes, because Manja is all about elevating local flavors and ensuring those flavors are highlighted in each dish. So now we're going to just drizzle the dressing on top, and we're going to ensure, and the dressing is not overpowering. And the reason the dressing is not overpowering is we don't want to overpower the salmon. This is a really important part of the process that we're going to take into consideration here. So right now you can see that beautiful flavor is inside there. It's all come together, and you want to make this a la minute. This part of the process is you do not want to pre-make it, because then the cashew nuts become really dry, and that's something you don't want to do. So right now what we're going to do, we're going to sort of drizzle this over the plate, and we're going to sort of do maybe 5 drizzles without using all the oil. So that's 1, 2, gently put it down, 3, 4, and 5. When you do plating, you want to do things in odd numbers. Somehow it looks better in odd numbers. That's what you want to do. So we've got 5 parts of that. Now we're going to add this beautiful, gorgeous tomato confit, and these are from Cameron Highlands. They're organic tomatoes. So we're going to place this over this plate, and what we want to do, the tomato is going to create that acidic component that we want for this dish. So even the dishes that we put, we're thinking about each dish. We're thinking how each component interacts with one another, and I think that is a really, really important part. So when you taste the salmon, you get the citrus notes, you get the tartness from the tomatoes, you get the sweetness from the nangka madu, you get the crunch from the candied cashew nut, and you get the herbaceousness from the green oil. That's what I want to show you, and that's part of what I want to guide you. So you've got these tomatoes, they're looking so gorgeous, and the plate is looking beautiful. Just want to make sure everything is nice and looking natural. That's what's important. It has to look natural. You don't want it to look like some, like as if you're trying too hard. That's the part of the important process about plating. And right now we have a reduction of what is known as beetroot. Beetroot and vinegar with a little bit of local honey will allow that acidity to come. And here we use starfruit puree. This starfruit puree is really going to help this dish come along. So to make this dish amazing, we're going to pipe this to give character and texture to the dish. So here we are going with that beautiful beetroot. So we do one there. We have another one in the middle here. And this is basically, think of this as a canvas that we're creating. So we got beautiful flavors coming across. So I've got 4. Remember I said things look nice in 5s. So here's the 5th one. And then from that, we're going to put this star fruit. I mean, can you imagine how your guests would feel at home if they were to receive something like this? And the joy that we're getting out of this process is so amazing that people are going to be really, really blown away. So here's the star fruit that's going on. 1, 2. And when you pipe these things, you want to make sure you strain them when you do these, so to make sure that it doesn't come into clumps. Another 3. I can do 4 here. And star fruit has a beautiful flavor, and we use these coulis depending on the season they're in. We'll do 1 more over here, depending on the season they're in. So we're almost ready to finish now. So now what we're going to do, we're going to do a little bit of the herbaceousness. Remember I told you about the green oil that is coming? So that is the green oil that is going to surround this plate and to connect and to give that herbaceousness of what's going to make in between where you see the gaps. That green oil can go, and this green oil is cilantro, spring onion that is going to come on top. And can you see the plate coming to life? It is amazing. And to finish this, what we're going to do, a little bit of sea salt, just a tiny bit, just to elevate these flavors. And my God, if you can see what I can see, and I know you can see, this is a beautiful work of art. This is the beautiful salmon and nangka madu that is going to be so gorgeous that you're going to enjoy, and the succulent fresh flavors. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel, and we'll be happy to do more content to share with you where you can share and feel our love. Thank you very much. This is Navin Karu signing out at the Food Revolution.